Hey guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching the Tasty Pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Wednesday, April 28th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Welcome back and happy hump day, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's Recap Wednesday, but since we didn't have any shows last weekend, I figured we might as well look ahead to one of the biggest events on the calendar this weekend, which is the Pittsburgh Pro, where second-year bikini star Lexus Redmond will be looking to come out and get her season off to a strong start. After becoming one of the breakout stars in the division last year, after her win at the Warrior Pro, Lexus is primed and ready to come into Pittsburgh to show everyone how much better she's gotten over the last 4 months. This lineup in Pittsburgh might be the deepest on paper that we've seen so far this year. And if Lexus pulls off the win, that alone will put a whole new perspective on what people think. We talk a lot on the show about championship windows and how important it is for athletes to be able to seize that moment when it's there. So with that in mind, here's my question to you. Did Flex Lewis already miss his championship window in the Men's Open? I've heard reports from a few people that Flex is all in on this year's contest, which is exciting since we've been waiting to see what he looks like as an open competitor for almost 2 years now. But here's the thing, he's trying to make his debut in the Ramy era, which doesn't bode well from a comparison standpoint. He's also trying to win a little less than a year after having a major injury that forced him to pull out of last year's contest at the last minute. And unfortunately, we see all this at a time in sports where athletes don't get healthier as they get older. Once that ship sails, there's no coming back to the harbor. So when you take all these things into account, I do feel that this is a legitimate concern. Has his championship window closed? Let us know what you think down in the comments below. In case you missed it, during a segment on Sergio Oliva we did a few weeks ago, we talked about the possibility of Sergio making his season debut at the Chicago Pro because it's right there in his own backyard. And since then, Sergio went on the record to say that not only is he doing the Chicago Pro, he also said that anyone coming there to earn an Olympia qualification might as well stay home. And apparently that didn't make Seth Shaw too happy. Last week, Seth fired back at Sergio on Instagram, telling him that he better think twice if he thinks Chicago will be a walk in the park. And I can just say something about this real quickly. Well, I love this so much. The season is here and it's finally starting to heat up. And a couple of good old-fashioned rivalries are exactly what you need to get everyone excited again. Sometimes athletes are so focused on winning the race and trying to get ahead of the competition that they can get lost in the sauce. And they forget how to appreciate how far they've actually come in such a short period of time. But as fans, we don't have that problem, which is why it's so easy to be amazed at the progress someone like Iain Valliere has made over the last few years. Last weekend, Iain released a side-by-side comparison shot of where he started his contest prep last year versus where he started his contest from this year. And you can see how drastic some of these changes are. Iain's off-season progress has been well documented here on the show, so this update might not come as a major surprise, but it does hammer home the fact that this guy is really starting to come into his own now. And here's the crazy part. If this is where he is right now, in week 1 of his prep, just imagine what this will look like 4 months from now. And he's completely dialed in. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.